Imagine waking up one morning and finding out that America just printed $1 trillion overnight. Not earned, not borrowed, but created from thin air by tapping away on a printing press that never stops. This doesn't just happen once in a while, it happens every 90 days. Every single 3 to 4 months, another $1 trillion floods the economy. Now, if money printing made people rich, America would be the wealthiest nation on earth, and every single one of us would be living the dream. But that's not the reality, is it? Instead, you might be asking yourself, why haven't I seen a penny of this new cash? Why am I still struggling to keep up with rising prices? Why does my paycheck feel like it's shrinking even when I work harder? This is the story no one tells you, but it's critical for your financial survival. The truth lies in something called the Cantillon Effect. This economic principle explains exactly who benefits first when new money hits the system. Spoiler alert, it's not you. When the government prints this flood of new money, it doesn't show up in your paycheck or your savings account. It goes first to the biggest players. Banks, hedge funds, and Wall Street insiders. They use that fresh cash to buy up stocks, real estate, commodities, assets that increase in value before prices rise for everyone else. Think of it like being invited to a restaurant kitchen before the dinner rush. You get first pick at the freshest, most delicious dishes, while the rest of us wait outside the door and end up with the leftovers. That's the wealth gap in action, fueled by money printing. Stocks climb higher, houses become harder to afford. Commodities like oil and food get pricier by the day. Your landlord's portfolio balloons while your rent skyrockets. Meanwhile, your paycheck, it's stuck flat. The result, you feel poorer every year, and the squeeze only tightens. Now, if you're watching this and you're 45 or older, maybe edging closer to retirement, this story gets personal. Because the truth is harsh. If you keep holding on to cash the way you always have, your retirement nest egg will lose value faster than you can replenish it. The savings in your bank account losing purchasing power daily thanks to rising inflation. But here's the silver lining. Understanding this story gives you power. It means you can plan, prepare, and protect yourself like the smart investors and wealthy insiders do. Look ahead to the next 90 days. The near future is a crossroads with two possible paths. Which one unfolds will shape your financial health dramatically. Path 1. The inflation bomb. Imagine that the government keeps printing more money to cover massive budget deficits because borrowing alone can keep up. Inflation won't just creep up, it could explode into a tidal wave of rising prices. In this scenario, cash becomes your enemy. The dollars in your hands will buy less and less, eating away your savings and fixed income. If this happens, your must-do move is urgent. Move your wealth out of cash and into hard assets. These are things money can print more of assets that maintain real value no matter how much paper currency floods the market. Gold is a time-tested safeguard. For thousands of years, it's proven to hold its worth regardless of currency turmoil. But today, you also have Bitcoin digital gold, scarce and decentralized, emerging as a modern fortress against inflation. These are your shields, your hedge against the invisible tax inflation imposes on savers. Path 2. The liquidity shock. But there's another scenario: the government or market forces suddenly pull back on spending and money printing to fight ballooning debt. This shock causes a sharp recession or even a market crash as credit tightens and panic spreads. In this crisis, your first priority is survival, holding liquid, safe, short-term investments like treasury bills. These protect your capital when prices fall and keep you ready to seize opportunities at rock-bottom prices once the chaos passes. The wealthy Dante put all their eggs in one basket. They prepare for both inflation surges and sudden crashes. They hedge their bets to keep growing no matter the storm. That means you must split your strategy between Inflation hedges, gold, Bitcoin, hard assets that fight currency devaluation, and recession reserves, cash-like assets, treasury bills, short-duration bonds that protect capital and maximize safety. There's another powerful financial strategy many overlook using: cheap, long-term debt to buy income-producing real estate now. Here's why this moves you ahead. As inflation rises, the real value of your mortgage debt shrinks. You repay your loan with cheaper dollars over time, while your rental income increases with inflation. This creates a natural defense against rising prices as your tenants pay off your mortgage for you, building your wealth passively. So here's your clear mandate: stop saving and earning fake money printed endlessly by the government. Start owning real assets that hold value across all economic conditions. Cut your cash reserves beyond a 3-month emergency fund. Split your portfolio strategically. Position yourself to not just survive, but thrive in uncertain times. The ultimate question to answer right now is simple. Do you have a plan mapped out for both the inflation bomb and the liquidity shock in the next 90 days? If you haven't started planning, don't wait. Your financial security, your family's future, and your retirement dream depend on the decisions you make today. The money printer won't stop, and the wave it creates will reshape the economy. Will you be prepared on the shore, ready to ride the tide, or will you be caught in the undertow? This is your moment to take control, to protect your earnings, and to secure your wealth. The clock is ticking. Will you act now?